Thank you for joining us. I just one basic question is for Saturday. Tell me everything is going to be okay.
Everything is going to be okay. Let me tell you why it's going to be okay. The early show, folks will not be out in time for everyone to park for the second show. So therefore, we have an elaborate shuttle system with 40 shuttle buses from Sportran that's going to run shuttles continuously, even earlier than the second show, 5 p.m., just in case someone wanted to ride the shuttle for the first show, show B on Saturday, which is 7 o'clock. So there's going to be a lot of capacity there. Not to worry, although it hasn't been done before. I understand that it's probably a little bit of who moved my cheese. I got that, But I'm going to tell you, we've done it in other markets. Jacksonville, Florida, we did 5 Garth Brooks shows. No issues.
Explain it to me, Sam. When they come to bring the very first guests for the second show, aren't the buses going to get stuck in the traffic getting out? Or are they going to make a lane only for them?
No, the Bossier PD and Shreveport Police Department are working together on Shreveport side, Bossier side, and we're going to have special bus lanes all the way from the pickup points all the way to the arena. There's a special pickup drop-off point that is away from traffic, and they have their own lane. They have their own logistics, and it's actually going to, in my opinion, be quicker than anyone else getting there in a vehicle.
Excuse me, Mr. Sam, pardon me. It's a 2-lane bridge. How are you guys going to handle that?
No. On the Shreveport side, on the police officers will allow the buses to get into the turning lane all the way down. I believe that's 70.
Okay.
And then when you get to the bridge, absolutely.
Okay, here's the picture in my head that when you're coming from, and I'm just going to use LSU Shreveport as my example. Okay, you've got the people on the bus, and they're going from LSU S, you go down East Kings, blah, 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 and they drop them off. That's maybe a 25 or 30-minute trip just one way. But coming back, you're going to have 12,000 people leaving, a ton of them going over the Jimmy Davis Bridge to get back to Shreveport. What can you do to expedite the return of those buses from CenturyLink back to LSU Shreveport?
The buses will have first right on the lanes on the bridge. And let me tell you what that means. Whenever everyone is exiting the arena on the late show, then that's what you're speaking of, the late show.
No, I'm talking about the 12,000 people who will be leaving the 7 o'clock show, I assume about 9 or 9:30 or quarter till 10.
That Bossier PD will route them through Barksdale.
Okay, so...
Yes,
so
away from Jimmy Davis Bridge.
Guys, so people leaving so how is that going to... So the people leaving the 7 o'clock show will be allowed neither on the Jimmy Davis Bridge nor on the Teague Parkway?
During a certain point, whenever the Jimmy Davis Bridge gets backed up. And remember, what backs up the Jimmy Davis Bridge is not necessarily traffic, but it's the stoplights on either side. The traffic flows very well normally. It's the Bossier side that has 2 stoplights that typically hinders the bridge. And it's one right when you get into Bossier, and then there's a second on Barksdale. Those lights are controlled by Bossier PD. So therefore, the traffic is going to be flowing a lot more than normal.
Now,
and on the Shreveport side, there's a light near Dixie Gardens that's going to be manipulated by the Shreveport side.
How's about the added security on site at both LSU Shreveport and the boardwalk for the, I assume, 2,000 or 3,000 cars on both sides?
Absolutely. We have added security there. I would like to say that of course, we'll have the same standards of no weapons or paraphernalia that wouldn't be allowed in the arena. They're not allowed on the shuttle buses either on a normal basis. However, if someone gets on the bus with a purse bigger than a 6x9, as an example, unfortunately won't be able to allow it into the arena, or they come with a knife, they won't be allowed into the arena. So that's just something that we want to get out there as well. Just leave everything in your car.
What's your goal?
There will be added security.
What's your goal for after the 10:30 show? There's going to be 10,000 people and 40 buses. They're all going to rush to those buses. How long? What's your goal for how long they should expect to wait?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's a late show. We don't anticipate. I mean, it's going to be late. It's going to be like probably, I want to say, you could be traveling at 3 in the morning. And that's kind of the logistics. Even if you were in your vehicle and you were parked in the parking lot, you probably know that it takes about an hour to an hour and 20 minutes to leave the parking lot on a normal basis. And so whenever you add that to, you take that away, so to speak, because you're going to a bus and then they have their own lanes.
You've seen some of the stuff online about some of his second shows
Sure.
have been very delayed. So we could be talking about breakfast time getting home, huh?
Well, we hope not. We'll be prepared for him to play on time, and it's up to Mr. Brooks to do what he feels, hits him at the moment. But I'm going to tell you, the plan is a 72-page plan that we have for this entire weekend. It's been vetted by both Bossier PD and traffic logistics, and while it's not going to be normal, it will be adequate, and it will work, and everyone's going to have a wonderful time. And it's been 19 years since Mr. Brooks has been in this market. This is the Super Bowl of country music.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming back to Bossier.
Has he asked for anything weird, like pig bellies with crawfish on them or something?
He never does that. He is a down-to-earth guy. He's a regular person. He loves his fans, and he loves his family.
Say it for me again, Mr. Sam. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.